Today, we're diving into a really wild idea about black holes, one that completely changes the game, reimagining them not as these terrifying cosmic monsters, but as something way more fundamental to the fabric of reality itself. I want you to just let that question sink in for a minute. See, the usual story we're told about black holes is that they're basically glitches in the matrix, right? Places where all our understanding of the universe just completely shatters. But what if we've got it backwards? What if they're actually the purest things that can possibly exist? So, to really appreciate just how big a deal this new idea is, we first have to talk about the old one. We have to start with the classic picture of a black hole as physics' greatest, most mind-bending paradox. Yeah, you know this story. A giant star runs out of fuel, gravity takes over, and just wins, crushing all of that matter down and down and down into what we call a singularity, a single point with zero size and somehow infinite density. And here's the problem. Our laws of physics they throw their hands up. They don't work there. It's a total dead end. Okay, so to get past that dead end, we need to completely rip up our foundation and start over. We have to stop just thinking about the things that are in space and start asking, what is space itself? And the very first step is a big one. You gotta just toss out that old idea of space as this empty, boring stage where the play of physics happens. That's not what this framework says at all. Instead, I want you to picture reality, all of it, as one single, active, vibrant thing, a kind of cosmic fluid or a medium that's always oscillating, always vibrating. Everything that we see, everything we touch, everything we are is just a different behavior of this one medium. So if that's true, what's something like light? Well, in this picture, light is the simplest thing this space-time medium can do. It's just a ripple. A little vibration traveling freely through the fabric, one that doesn't get tangled up in itself. And that's why it's massless. It just keeps on moving. Okay, so if light is a simple ripple, what's matter? What are you and me made of? Well, matter is what happens when that vibration gets tangled. It becomes a stable, self-trapped little vortex, like a persistent knot tied in space-time itself. So get this, matter isn't a thing. It's a behavior of space-time. So how in the world does a simple vibration get trapped and turn into a stable knot? Well, the secret sauce here is a concept called a phase lock. This is the absolute key to understanding how pure oscillation can become the solid stuff we call matter. A phase lock is what happens when a whole bunch of vibrations just stop doing their own random thing, and they all snap into perfect synchronization. They lose their individuality, and they lock together to act like one single, stable, coherent thing. It's a state of absolute perfect unity. And this just lays it out perfectly. You start with free-flowing ripples, right? Pure energy. Then, under the right conditions, those vibrations start to bunch up, to condense, and they trap themselves. They settle down into a stable, standing wave, a little knot of pure geometric tension. And that stable, persistent phase lock, well, that's what we call a particle. That's matter. All right, so now we've got this incredible new toolkit, right? Space-time is an oscillating medium, and matter is a phase-locked knot. So let's take these new tools and point them at the biggest puzzle in the universe, the black hole. It's the obvious next question, isn't it? I mean, if a tiny little electron is a stable knot of trapped space-time vibration, what happens when you create the biggest, tightest, most extreme knot possible? And here it is, the answer. A black hole isn't a crushed object sitting in space-time. A black hole is a state of space-time itself. It's a region where the fabric of reality is so condensed, so twisted up, that outward vibration is just geometrically forbidden. It can happen. It's a state of total lockdown. And this table just nails the difference. In the old story, the event horizon is some kind of magical one-way door. In this new framework, nope. It's a physical boundary, a phase transition, kind of like the surface where water freezes into ice. And the singularity? It's not a point of infinite density. It's a state of total maximal phase lock. And you can't escape, not because gravity is too strong, but because the very geometry of the space says, nope, no outward vibration allowed. When you start to see it this way, it leads to this absolutely incredible revelation. It totally transforms our view of black holes, from these cosmic vacuum cleaners to something way, way more profound. So let's bring it all home. With this new lens, what is a black hole really?
When you strip everything else away, what is it?
First off, it's not just a squashed star. That's so important. The star, the matter, that's just the catalyst, the thing that gets the process started. The final object is something else entirely. It's a transformation of space-time itself. You see, a black hole is the one place in the universe where space-time stops pretending to be this invisible, empty background. It's where space-time finally reveals its true nature as a physical substance. It's the only place where the fabric of reality itself behaves like a true material, one that you can twist and condense and lock into a final, perfect, stable form. And this is the punchline. This quote from the source material just says it all. Instead of being these bizarre, mysterious objects that break physics, black holes are the purest form of matter that can possibly exist. They are, at their very core, objects made of pure, self-locked geometry. So this new lens, it gives us a whole new reality to look at. Space-time isn't empty. It's a vibrant, oscillating medium. Matter is just a stable knot in that medium. And a black hole? That's the ultimate knot. A total phase lock, an object of pure geometry, finally free from that impossible paradox of infinity. And that leaves us with one last, absolutely mind-bending thought. If the most extreme, most dense objects in the entire cosmos are really just space-time twisted into its purest possible form, what does that say about everything else? What does that say about the chair you're sitting in, the air you're breathing, you? What is the rest of our reality truly made of?